What's up, investors? It's the Russian dude. And so VIX volatility and fear index right now is in extremely high levels. A lot of investors, traders and market participants, they have no idea what's going on and how to react to everything that's happening. So let's talk briefly about all of this right now. This last Wednesday, a lot of big technological companies, they experienced a significant decline along with some technological indices such as NASDAQ. For example, Nvidia lost approximately 2%, Apple, Microsoft, all these other big 7 tech companies, they lost on average approximately around 1% in a single day, and the NASDAQ itself, the entire index, as a result of these massive companies which populated, lost approximately 2% in a single day, which has been the biggest decline since December 2022. One of the main reasons why these particular companies lost so much in this one single day, it is because of the assumption of traders and investors that there is a pretty big possibility that the next president of the United States will be Donald Trump, who is known for his pretty aggressive speech and statements and external foreign policy against China, and this is the countries which primarily populate the American market with their technological products, such as, for example, one of the direct companies which suffered the most was Taiwan Semiconductors. This company also lost a significant portion of its value in a single day. And according to this first graph, right now the main concern for the market participants is no longer the inflation or interest rates, now it is the geopolitics. Whether this is a Russian-Ukrainian conflict or the cooperation between America and China and Taiwan in case Donald Trump is the next president of America. And the rotation to a little bit riskier small cap stocks continues for several days straight. As you can see from this graph, a lot of such companies, they started to get an inflow of capital from, once again, investors and traders who are getting rid of their bigger investments in bigger companies, or at least locking in their profits and trying to extract some profit from undervalued companies on the entire stock market, specifically from Russell 2000 index, because these companies were oversold. Now that the interest rates are going down, this will be a much more favorable economic environment specifically for such companies. But nevertheless, VIX index of volatility and fear reached its 6-week maximum of 13.59, which shows once again that there is a huge uncertainty on the stock market right now as we speak, which is still fueled by the statements, by the position of the Federal Reserve, which they told us that yes, we are no longer going to wait for 2% inflation before starting to cut the rates. But still, there is still no clear date when these cuts begin. Some people expect this can happen in July, others expect it will be in September, some other people think it will be even later in this year, some people expect that it's not going to happen at all. So my question right now is the following: when does uncertainty, volatility and fear surge? The question is, well, exactly when market participants do not know what to expect in the near future. They panic and simply make irrational decisions. Think about yourself, for example. Whenever you see that a company that you have in your portfolio, and specifically if you just bought it recently, and it just spontaneously, almost out of nowhere, lost 15-20% and it just keeps going down, you have a huge temptation to get rid of it, sell it, even though you thought that you did a pretty good research about this company. This was a perfect investment just several weeks ago. And so once again, such uncertainty and hesitation, this is exactly what we are seeing happening on the stock market right now. And in addition to geopolitics, which triggered the most recent decline, once again it is also related to very conflicting signals about the interest rates. Whether it's going to be 1, 2, 3 cuts of them, none of them at all, and when to expect them to happen, July, September, December, nobody knows for sure. And of course, in such environment, it is impossible to plan your investing or trading strategies for the next several weeks. let alone for the next several months. And I mean, yes, there is this group of people, specifically approximately 81% of investors who are highly convinced that they know that exactly there will be 2 rate cuts this year, one in September, one in December. But I mean, if they can see into the future, what stops them from selling everything and betting their livelihoods on these scenarios, right? But obviously people cannot see into the future. That is why their judgment is clouded right now with the emotions, so they start literally doing some random things. And this is exactly why the stock market is so unpredictable, why is it impossible to time it. That is why the best scenario, the best strategy is to simply dollar cost average. No matter what happens, once a month, the same amount of money invested in your portfolio proportionally. Well, nothing beats this strategy. This has been proven for ages. Because the most important thing what it does is it takes out your emotions from the investing equation. Well, there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel if it was so interesting, informative, or both. See you tomorrow.